Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Lionel. I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering Tough Love Atlanta. This is season 5, episode 8. I do appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video and also subscribe to this platform, and you can leave your comments below. Just another reminder, this week starts season 6 of Tough Love Atlanta. It's on MyClio TV. There's an app out there which is a subsidiary of TV One. If you have on your cable provider TV One, you're able to watch it. To my understanding, it's going to be back on YouTube in, I guess, a couple months or so. We'll see how that goes, but let's get into this episode. All right, so Lisa comes home. Drew is sitting there. And it looks like his position has kind of changed. Now he's asking about Theo. And he's asked Lisa, are there any changes in Theo's conditions? Lisa says that Theo's vitals are good, and he's getting stronger, but he has not woken up as of yet. Lisa still wants to fault herself about this whole situation, but Drew says, don't blame yourself. And Lisa says, do you think that he's going to blame you? And Drew said, by looking at some of the footage, and I'm paraphrasing, it looks like he cares about you. So I don't think that he will do that to you. Lisa asks Drew, have you talked to Amber? And he says no, he doesn't want to give her no more ammunition. And he goes back over that night of whatever happened to Amber. He says that I think I could have done things differently, because that was the night, I don't know if he was with Lisa at the time, but he knew he was cheating, and he left her there. And possibly he's feeling some type of guilt. Technically, he still really did nothing wrong. It's just that this happened. That was out of his control. It's a effed up situation, I can say that much. He didn't give anyone permission to go do that. He wasn't setting her up or anything. If you had cared for her for an ounce, and if you knew how these men are or were, it might have been best to get her up out of there, even though you were going back to your girlfriend. Lisa offers some comfort. She puts her hand on his knee, or thigh, I mean. And Drew says, I do appreciate you for being here, and I realize that you are all that I need. At this point, Lisa is, it's kind of like, whoa, dude, I've been really waiting for you to say this to me. I mean, because you were the one that was pushing Polly on us. That's why we're in this state right now. He says he understands, but now he only wants her. Oh, this is the part where she says, I've been waiting for you to say that, but he wants to get back together, and he wants everything to be back the way it was. She says, I need some time. So Aisha and the roommate, I keep forgetting her name. Aisha's setting up her camera to make a video, and the topic is how to make things right after you mess something up with someone who's special to them. And then the roommate says, you want to send subliminal messages to Theo because she ain't apologizing. You know what? Women do not apologize. I think men have to apologize a lot more if they're going to get anywhere with women, even if they lie. At least they got to say the words. Women are not too much going to apologize for anything. So we're at the office, and a reporter's there trying to grill, it looks like just a front-end office person, asking all these questions about being investigated, doing all of this lying for loans and stuff like that. Well, Jackie is overhearing all of that stuff. She hasn't come out to make herself know. I think the office dude handled himself very well. I don't even know why the reporter came there trying to ask questions. That's quite dumb. I would have said, go talk to their publicist if they got one, but obviously I am not it. Lisa goes up to the hospital, and she sees this lady there. Lisa brought flowers, and they begin to talk, and Lisa was getting to the point of asking, and you are? And then all of a sudden, all of the machines start going wild. So everything was interrupted at this point. We see Jackie at home. She's flowing with her beats that she's making. Lisa calls Jackie and talks to her about, hey, there's this girl up here was sitting up here with Theo. You think that she's a girlfriend? And Jackie was like, maybe. I mean, look how attractive he is and look at who he is as a person. There could always be groupies around and da-da-da-da-da. But she says, don't assume. And then she says, as I've said before, you need to step up your IG model. Meaning this plain Jane damsel in distress stuff, it's not going to work after a while. You're going to have to do what everyone else is doing. Personally, I don't agree with that, because if this is not you, Lisa, then why try to be something else that you're not? He's still attracted to you and your own plain Janeness, you know? So all this pressure, I mean, we're in Atlanta. Y'all got to have the BBLs, y'all got to have the breasts done, and at the end of the day, the men don't really enjoy. So y'all done did all this stuff, and y'all spreading the word that y'all got to do all of this stuff to make yourself look like IG models or basically porn stars. And they still don't want you. They will still cheat on you. So you've caught his eye in a different way, Lisa. Even though I'm looking forward to seeing how you are in the upcoming seasons of Tough Love Atlanta, because I think that there's a lot more in you, and you are stepping more up at this point. So I don't know. All right, so Jackie also tells Lisa about the reporter, and she really thinks that there's something really going on. I think Lisa at this point said, get your parents involved at this point. Da, 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 da. We go back to Aisha. The roommate asked, have you heard from Trey? She says, no, I haven't. I did all of this, and still nothing. Meaning the whole social media thing, and sending out subliminal messages. And of course, the roommate suggests, you know what? The best way to get over a man is to get under. And Aisha said, that doesn't really work for me. Then the roommate says, I haven't heard from Drew. I miss our late night sessions. Da, 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 da. And Aisha said, so you don't know what's going on with Drew? What's going on? I mean, he's pretty caught up in his own mess with RAPE allegations. So then the roommate does some of the typical stuff, especially if you... It's very pick-me. Especially if you think the dude is attractive, you're going to all of a sudden say, it looked like she's lying. Does it look like he's a person? He's too fine to have to take something from someone. Some of the finest dudes out there will still RAPE. It's not even about... If y'all just looking for... what is it? The Peepin' Tom. If y'all just looking for creepy dudes to do what they do, it's not just that. What's his face? Who's that mass murderer that they just had on a documentary that on Twitter people just still saying, he's kind of fine, being very perverted in the mind, saying that they would have went with him too. I forgot his name. They just did a whole documentary movie series on Netflix. I think Ryan Murphy was over it. But anyways, it's just like some of the finest dudes out there have something wrong in the head, despite their it being more easy for them to find somebody, or for someone to be attracted to them, to want to date them, or to have sex with them. So it's not even about that. It's about power. Some people like that power over people. Some like terrorizing people. Some like attacking other people. So she's quite stuck in her head, possibly because of their late night sessions, that she's kind of just digmatized. However, we know that Drew didn't do it. But let's just bring out the whole fact that a lot of y'all giving some people passes that probably are terrorists. Jackie, she calls her parents. Her mom being his mommy, and the dad got to come up and try to clean up some of the verbiage that the mom is using. The mom is like, oh, she calling us now. She must want something from us. Jackie ends up saying, hey, I think that there's something going on with Jason and Monica. And Mom was like, you should have listened to us. And then the dad comes up behind that and says, look, what can we do to help? Jackie said, maybe you can kind of investigate them, but could you please hold out until after the festival because we've worked so hard. And they said that they'll see what they can do. So Jason and Monica, and Drew, they have a meeting with him and basically says, we were waiting a couple of days just to see if you could clear some of this stuff up, but it's not looking good still having you on staff with these type of allegations. Drew says, I'm innocent and I just need a little bit more time. And they said, unfortunately, we have to let you go. Here's the press release that we are going to release, just saying that we did let you go and took action. So it looks like everything around Drew is really breaking down in front of him, unfortunately. As of yet, I haven't seen him call his parents, which is interesting. Kenny, we get a little interlude. We see him cleaning himself up in the storage unit. Thank you for using the towel, because I have seen it too many times where it's like, dude is just using soap and rubbing over his body. What that gonna do? Just thought I would add that in there. All right. The night that Aisha and the roommate was debating about this whole situation, because Aisha was like, look, he could still be a terrorist, and I'm just paraphrasing. She asked the question, this whole victim blaming. Should we believe women or not believe them? So Amber saw the post. She ended up making this voice note, and basically she wanted to give her side to Aisha. Aisha heard it. She ended up forwarding the voice note over to Drew in this whole situation, which was interesting. I would not have done that, even though Drew needed something. That's something that this woman was trusting in you about, and it's something that is criminal. It's best not to get involved in that way. I would have asked, can I take this to the authorities or something like that? But other than that, no. I don't think that was your place. So Jackie, she's having her little exercise run. Lisa calls her and says, Thea woke up. Jackie said, call her back later. I think there was some type of text. No, it's a little bit later. Lisa comes home and she sees that Drew is moping around. And Lisa's like, well, you can't keep letting the days go by and you're just existing right now. I've never really seen you like this before, and I'm worried about you. Then he comes back to the whole thing about their relationship. Can we go back to the way that we were? Oh God, give me a reason. I'm down on bended knee. That's basically how he's acting. Or knees, sorry. Can we go back to the way that we were? And Lisa was like, well, things have never really been normal for us. It's been pretty toxic. And then Drew was like, I promise to make sure our future is on point. And Lisa was like, I'm tired of looking stupid. And so she's indecisive at this moment. So Theo calls because he is awake, I forgot who said this. I put down here, I feel horrible. But basically, Theo is asking, come through and see me. And she was like, I'm kind of spread thin right now. She's looking at Drew. I don't know when I'm coming, but I will get there. And Theo's like, well, why can't you get here? Beforehand, he did say, I don't blame you for this and this and that. But then he turns around when Lisa does not want to come through. It's like, well, look, I'm suffering here. And the least that y'all can do after the whole situation, you can't come see me? You can't come here for at least an hour? She said that I will do what I can. Basically, there's no promise or hope. I don't know if it's this episode, but anyways, it's probably in the next episode. Because she does talk to Jackie again about that, Theo wants me to see him, but I just really can't bring myself to really do it at this point. And she says, we can't afford to do that. Don't make him upset. He may back out of the festival or whatever. But go up there and see him. So that's kind of where this episode is left. Lisa's in a limbo. Does she still want this relationship with Drew or go on and be with Theo? I say cut your losses. And it looks like Drew, I don't think Drew needs a mate. He needs a friend. I don't think Lisa should be that, because everything still revolves around Drew. The first time I actually seen him show any type of care was in the beginning of this episode, where he's like asking about some of the things that Lisa actually was caring about, which was Theo. But, oh, he did say that he would go to counseling and all that. Hopefully they do that. Drew and Lisa should not be together until they go through some counseling if Lisa really still wants to be with this man. If he needs a friend, get a pen pal. That's all I can say. I don't think that Lisa should be the main person here supporting him in this matter, unfortunately. Call your parents, whoever. If you have siblings, call them. That's all I have. I do appreciate you for coming to my channel. Thank you for all the support. And if you will, please support this channel by liking this video and also hitting that subscribe button if you are not subscribed. Don't forget, this Thursday, a new season of Tough Love Atlanta is coming out just for you and I. And leave your comments below. Until the next one, peace.